Hey, you there. Thank you for watching, and welcome to Forge Lines Forever. Today, I have a 6v6 custom match here on the most second famous map in all of Supreme Commanderdom. It is DUALGAP. So let's take a look at our teams and our players. Starting off with Team 1 on the western side of the map, and ending with Team 2 on the eastern side of the map. Taking a look at Team 1's northern side first. We'll start with the northern air slot player. It is Alex Julian. He is a Seraphim. He is a 1700. To his south in ruby red, it is Nathir playing in the northern land slot, and he is, again, a Seraphim. To his south in the southern land slot is RoboDanny playing as a Cybran in Light Oak 10. He is a 1500. Moving on to the naval slot here for Team 1, it is Dryfreen? You say his name. Another Seraphim for Team 1. He is a 1500 in Amethyst Purple. In the Eco slot, we have Vai Atom. He is a UEF. He is an 1800, the highest rated player on Team 1. And to his south and southern the air slot, it is K240 playing as an Aeon. He is a 1400 in Imperial Gray. So for Team 1 side of the map, they have a UEF, they have an Aeon, and then they have one Cybran and 3 Seraphim. So all the factions on Team 1 side of the map with a heavy emphasis of Seraphim. Taking a look at Team 2's northern side of the map first, we have it in glow-in-the-dark green in northern air. It is Hoshimoshi playing as a Cybran. He is a 1900. In a forest green, the best color, of course, it is Visca playing as a Cybran as well. He is a 1300 in northern land. And in royal blue, we have Attack, I think is how I'm going to say his name. He is an Aeon in southern land. He is a 1300. Moving on to the southern side, we have in the naval slot Fishin playing as a Cybran in Chevy Crimson. He is a 1400. In Pac-Man Yellow in the Eco slot, we have Team 2's Moy. Yeah, I think that's how you say that name. He is a 2100. He is the highest rated player on Team 2 and in the game overall, again, in the Eco slot. And to his south in Barbie Pink, we have Zopnicki. There's a lot of interesting names this game. He is a Seraphim in southern air. He is a 1200, again, as a Seraphim. So for Team 2 side of the map, they have three Cybrans, if I can count right, 2 Aeons and a Seraphim. So no UEF for Team 2. And again, Team 1 has the only UEF in the game, being Vi. And for these 12 players, of course, they are moving to the middle of the map. At least their land players are moving to the middle of the map. And, of course, everybody else is reclaiming as fast as possible. Early bomber outbound from Dry kills off the early engineer from Team 2's Fishin and denies that little section of mechs is there. So nice little grab from Team 1. He's also the naval player, so surprising he didn't go for a naval base yet, but maybe he'll just harass his opponent and then maybe go from there. And he is grabbing a couple more engineers, which is very nice to see because, again, it slows down the engineering efforts of Team 2's naval player. And we'll buy him maybe a little bit more time to be able to get into Navy. Looks like he's actually going to drop off to this position right here. And he'll probably actually drop engineers off there as well to be able to get both sets of mexes early. We do see the Eco player from Team 1's Vi actually drop enough engineers to grab, at least try to grab, a couple of clumps of reclaim here. We do see a couple of Team 1 flares inbound from Attack, being able to wipe out those engineers. But section of engineers are being able to grab that reclaim and get him nice and expanded upon slowly but surely. And RoboDanny talking about something about what's going on there. We do see Team 1's northern land of Nathir trying to push around. But we do see the Calm of Visca is nearby, and that will stop. Only some of that, but there are units moving in to intercept anyways. So no too crazy nonsense up there to the north. In the south, we're not seeing movement in the Navy yet. We do see a Team 1 naval facility has been started and one in the base. So yeah, he just wanted to be a little bit more aggressive and going after the engineers and whatnot for Team 2's Fishin. Again, it slows him down a little bit, and in DUALGAP, that can be the difference. If you slow down your player just 30 seconds, even a minute, that could really shift things in your favor. Comms are getting closer in the middle of the map here between these 4. We do see gun started for Visca. That will help out immensely. First upgrade of the match has been started. We do see Robo grabbing the rest of his mechs, at least on the front line. One mechs is there. That's it. I'm surprised the flares aren't going to go after it. They can see the radar signatures, who might as well. But Nathir is actually going to push southward and go after the set of reclaim here. We do see Robo is going to come in to assist as well. And first shots between the players will occur between Attack of Team 2 and Nathir of Team 1. And we do see the Thams have been eliminated from Nathir. He's going to be a little bit surrounded here by all of these flares, but they are, of course, tiny little units, so they don't do a lot of damage individually. Bomber inbound, I think, bombed his own units is what it looked like, but Nathir is going to drop into the yellow. Not a great position to be in, considering the fact that, again, he's not really having any support nearby. Looks like Attack might just hold off for now, and he has more reinforcements inbound from Robo and from himself. We do see Stealth started now on Visca, so really trying to probably go for Nano, and that will be able to help push in and maybe wipe out Nathir if he's lucky. And we'll see how that ends up unfolding up there. Engineers reclaiming the rest of the sections of the trees and whatnot for everybody, so all of the additional reclaim is just on the edges of the map. A little bit in the middle because of the units, but for the most part it's kind of in the more annoying places to reach on the map. A little bit of Naval built here for Team 2. Not really anything from Team 1. We do see a couple of Team 1 torp launches have been built to protect. A couple being actually one. That's a sonar system. We do see one sub is now on the prowl, and Team 2 is in the lead for naval units for now. T2 gunship is inbound from air player, the eco player of Moi. And T2 air is done for north and for south and not for north, almost north. For Team 2, no T2 air? Not even T1 air. That's an interesting play. It looks like he's going to play more of an eco slot, maybe? Huh, that's interesting. Oh, no, he has an air facility up here. Weird. Not typical, that's for sure. Down here, no T2 air yet. Almost done with it, though. So he's going to be able to fight back with some swift wins here shortly. Sensor package started for Attack. It's going to be very, very useful in getting some vision on the middle of the map here. Southern side of here, nothing. It's all subs for Team 1, so benefit to him. The frigates can't shoot at him. There are subs from Team 2, though, so it's going to be kind of a favor or in favor for Team 1 just because there's more subs. That's just going to be the end of it there. The frigates could try to push in, but probably not worth it with this small amount of them. And it looks like the game is kind of slowed down just a smidgen as everybody gets those T2 facilities up and running. And in the middle, again, that sensor package is done. This is what Team 2 can see. So they can see almost where the comms are for now. Yep, there's one, and they'll see one there shortly. And again, as a reminder, Visca has stealth and gun. No nano yet. So we will see what happens with the middle of the map with that gun online. We do see a couple of gunships starting to amass in the south from the air. I keep saying the air player, from the eco player, which is very interesting because usually they don't pump out units till they get at least T3 at a minimum, and then even then they focus on eco, which is what their job usually is, at least the role in this game. We do see the torp bombers are going after the frontline facility. There's a couple of torp launchers here, a couple of frigates inbound. Gunships waiting off the side over here. Not engaging yet. Looks like a little bit of an air fight. Just a small one, though. There's no T3 ASFs online yet. So it's kind of just a mixed bag of T1 and some T2. Nothing too crazy. Bombers going after a couple of frontline units for Nathir. He's still in the yellow. And we have a Team 2 surging ahead on the southern side. Team 1 trying to kind of push in more kind of in that direction. Not really any shift in momentum yet for either team yet. We do see, Visca's going to get a little bit surrounded here. Not looking too great, but he is falling back already, and he can drop into the pond if he needs to. But definitely losing a lot of hit points. Needs to be careful. That advanced range not really helping out right now, and he needs to definitely get some more assistance nearby. He does have some forces up here, but that's not going to be any help. But he is continuing to fall back, so he is not looking too great. He does get some veterancy. He's up 2 stars now. That might be enough to stave off disaster for now. We have gunships inbound, and I might split things up because he's still taking shots. But I think that's going to be the end of that somewhat aggression. Moving over here, gunships going after I can't say his full. Fren, I think is how you say his full name. Again, don't know if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly or not. We have a flak cannon being built. Second flak cannon almost online. And the flak cannon is down. There's only 5 gunships remaining. And it looks like Visca does get behind some friendly units. So he's going to be able to be fine for now. And flak is going to actually be able to drive the remaining gunships away. T2 Navy is online. He might be just going for... Oh, he's not going for cruisers. That's a little unfortunate, but there's only so much you can do. We do see Robodami dipping his toes into the Navy, and now he's going for some T2 Navy as well. Team 1 AA being spammed up as quickly as possible. All the engineers just being eviscerated here. Might drive those Spectres away. A little bit of harassment here. I don't know if it'll be enough, though. We see more gunships and then bombers and then more gunships. So a lot of pressure from Team 2's eco player of Moi, really trying to be aggressive with all of those facilities. He's not going for T3 air yet, but he's focusing just on T2 stuff, and he's kind of staging them up there on that tiny little plateau. T2 Navy is probably going to be fine, honestly. A couple of gunships now up here going after the land player of Robodani. Again, lots and lots and lots of aggression. Team 2, if they want to keep that momentum, they need to keep the pressure up, because if they let up anywhere, Team 1 might decide to, oh yeah, let's go for Mave, or let's go for YOLO, or let's go for something, and that's probably not going to be great for them. We do see now units inbound from Fission to try to, again, drive back Navy back onto land, but don't know if this is going to be enough. There's only Team 1 frigates here. There's no T2 support anywhere in the naval department. And again, look at this, just constant stream of just a couple units and then a couple units and then a couple units. Team 1 is getting a lot of AA defenses online in a lot of places, so this aggression isn't going to work out for too much longer. Robodani has lost all of his core mexes, though. That's really got to hurt. He does have T2 Navy online, though. We do see T2 Navy now started for Via as well, or Vi, I think it's Vi Adam. I'll just call him Adam. We have some... Is that an ASF that just got butchered? Yep, that is an ASF that just got butchered by some swift winds. And there are... those frigates do have some AA, but very, very minimal. Gunships still wreaking havoc here from Team 2's Moi, doing, again, a very aggressive job. Robodani is dropping into almost the red territory. And those bombers are flying over some flak. That's not great for them. Team 1 might lose the first play of the game. He's in the reds now. It looks like they've dealt with the remaining bombers. And now the gunships are going after the front line forces for Robodani. He's just getting his teeth kicked in. He's going to lose his T2 land facility now. And the front line in the middle of the map kind of just not really existing. At least right here. There's no mexes really being sought after yet. But now we have Nathir. He might get shot at. There's a nice little, nice little AoE. Kills off a ton of units that stacked up there from Robo. That's got to hurt. But still, Moi continues, or more. Again, I don't want to say Moi because M-U-I, but that's really the only way I could figure out how to pronounce that name. Maybe it's the same person. I don't know. But at a bare minimum, I think this one we'll stick with. And Team 1, they do keep their T2 naval headquarters online, at least the one for Dry. We do see destroyers almost done. Lots of cruisers being built from Vi, using that eco quite nicely. He's going to go for, I would assume, destroyers. Nope, still cruisers. Probably needs to deploy a destroyer or two, but those destroyers are staying still for now, so that'll help. T2 mexers are being eliminated. Needs to get a shield or two online to really deal with those destroyers. That would at least give him a little bit more time to maybe build some T2 PD or something. Gunships still running around for Moi, being, again, very, very aggressive. And this is working for now, but again, Team 1 is getting a lot of AA online, at least in the mobile and stationary department. And the destroyers are still wreaking havoc on the naval player. Oh, there goes the P-Gen. He does reclaim it at the last second, so there's that. And that destroyer does wander into Torp launcher range. And there should be a destroyer online. Yep, there's one right here. He needs to deploy to the front line and deal with these remaining 2 destroyers from Fission. The front line has been eviscerated on the naval department, so that's gone. And the land side not looking too hot. We do see lots of Ilshis, and both the commanders for Team 2 have fled back to their main bases and have now dipped their toes, at least one of them has dipped their toes, into Navy. T3 Air online in the north and in the south. So air forces are being expanded upon. No no air for the northern air slot. That's not great. But I will note that Alex is at 240 mass per second, the most mass being produced by anybody in the game, including the eco players for both teams. So he's just a second eco player for Team 1, which again, less air, but if he can use that to his advantage of just producing a whole bunch of stuff all at once, that might work out. He is in Navy as well. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these 6 players for Team 1 have a T2 Naval headquarters. That is very impressive, because usually it's the Naval player plus 1, if not both, of the land players. So that is very, very impressive. Contrast that with Team 2, which only has 2 of the 4 that Team 1 have. Nope, it's over, says K240. No, oh, sorry. Nope, need it's over. What? I don't know what he's referencing there, but Team 1 has been able to stave off Team 2, and now they're pushing back. Again, this is a decent-sized fleet. Lots of AA mixed in. There are some gunships stacking up here. There's torp bombers inbound. They're probably going to target those destroyers. One of them is actually underneath the surface hiding because it's heavily damaged. That destroyer is gone. These ones are stacking up on top of one another. Probably not the best idea. And the bomber's going after the front line of the 2. This destroyer is down. And that might be enough. We do see a destroyer off to the north shooting at these destroyers. This one is down. And the ASFs wipe out those remaining bombers. So the destroyers from Team 1 have been dealt with for now. And there's another one inbound anyway, so it's just constant back and forth over there. Northern side of things, we do see Team 2's land army pushing in this way. And Robert Danny, again, has lost a lot of his stuff, so really just trying to get himself back online. We do see that a bunch of gunships, again, still just running around, and their ASFs are inbound, and there goes the gunship. Oh, a little bit of a bad turn there for a second, but that'll be the end of the gunship threat, so they don't have to worry about that for the time being. For Davi says fishing. Oh, for Navy. I said D. I don't know why I thought that was a D, but anyway, RAS started on board Team 1's K240's comm. Nobody's dead yet, and with dual gap, that's pretty good. Usually somebody on land dies not super early, but about this time, so it's good to see that. T3 land units online for Team 2's attack. T3 land? No, just Team 1 and T2, it looks like. No T3 land yet. And the Rhinos from Team 2's Visca continuing to push in. There is some PD still remaining. The PD is actually targeting the Harbingers. The Ilshis targeting the Rhinos. And if there are no upgrades on board, that is a little surprising. You would think he'd gone for gun or nano or T2 or something, but no upgrades here for him. And we do see advanced nano repairs done for Alex. He has T2 coming on board, and he has ARAS as well, so trying to tank himself up. 33,000 hit points. He'll probably get to 36,000, I think is what he ends up getting, because I think it's 2K for T2, and then it's another 1,000 for T3. But in Navy, look at this. Team 2 has been pushed back considerably. I mean, to be fair, there are 4 players that have some sort of presence in Navy. Ooh, and I see Yasaus. Ooh, that's not great for Team 2. Team 2 does not have T3 Navy yet, and I don't see any focus on it yet as well, so that's not going to be great. T2 started for Moiscom, and I think that's all the other upgrades that I've seen. Oh, no, T3 started for K240 as well. And what is the Eco player up to? SMD? Not yet. I guess it's not 20 minutes, but need to worry about any sort of rushing for Nuke. But I guess that won't happen for Team 2 because Moy would be the one to do that, and he's spent so much mass on units. It has helped out, but again, that pressure did not continue to be, well, pressed onto Team 1, and you can see now with all of this focus that Team 1 has done in Navy, the resurgence is very not good. We have a couple more forces inbound from attack, but there's so much more stuff online, and it's just push now from Team 1. One destroyer on its lonesome, probably not the best idea. Lots of cruisers here. Again, that's going to provide a lot of AA, and of course missile launchers, which are just annoying to deal with. In the north, Hoshimoshi's Team 1 Mex is going to go down, and I think that might soon spell the end of at least the base, at least over here, down here in the south. The frontline base for attack is going to go down. He'll probably lose this shortly after that. The destroyers are stacking up quite nicely, but there is a Yasau mixed in there. And it's not able to pierce the Torp defense yet. There's just so many defenses. But looks like they are starting to blitz at least through a couple of them now. And again, the more they eliminate, the less Torp defense, more torpedoes make it through, and it's just kind of a cascading effect for Team 1. I see another. Yep, there's one there. There's another one inbound. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, he's producing those real quick. Look at that. Look at all the emphasis he's putting on all those gas cells. That's nuts. And T3 is online for the eco player of Vice. So I guess no big ticket items maybe this game. That's, again, a different dual gap. I keep thinking sentence for some reason. But dual gap. Battleship is online. Team 2, no T3 Navy yet. And again, that is not looking good. Everything else is gone. He has the main facilities, and that's it. We even see that Mori might get into the Naval Department as well here shortly. But it might be a little too late. We do see a little arrow from Nathir just push. He's just saying go for it. There's already another battleship online. So look at that. 2 battleships. No Neptunes? That's a little unfortunate. Oh, no, he's going for one. Okay. Good to see that. And yes, so that's not going to be great. Team 2 needs to get some sort of defensive line online. There are some Torp bombers stacking up in the south here, which will help out against the Yasows. But again, Team 1 has the ASFs just waiting, but there's our ASFs from Team 2 as well. So it's just kind of a will they, won't they situation. Land in the north, it's starting to run by a little bit from Robo. He's getting back up almost to 100 mass per second. Again, he's kind of in just get back online kind of mode, getting some shields and trying to help out with destroyers the best he can. He probably can just relax a little bit because his teammates are doing a very, very good job. But again, he's trying to help out the best he can, so I don't blame him. And we do see a Monkey Lord is online. The base here on the front line for Team 2's attack is not going to be there much longer. That Monkey Lord will clean out everything, and again, the naval units have to watch out. But again, it's one of those... Do they push in and try to kill the Monkey Lord? Do they fall back, let it run around? They'll take heavy losses if they push in, though. Torp bombers are inbound, and there's, again, cruisers on that. And there is a nuke. Oh, it's from Team 2's northern. Oh, that's not going to be good. And the Torp bombers are going to go after the Yasows. It looks like a lot of flak in the mix, and immediately gets wiped out. Looks like the cruisers might have been the target. Neptune is online. Another battleship. There should be 2 battleships, I thought. Maybe it was just a battleship. Oh, there's one there. There's another Neptune. Looks like it's Battleship Neptune, Battleship Neptune. But the nuke is going westward, and it's going after the eco player, I guess, of Alex, because he's not, he should be air player, but he's not an air player. It's going to go after his core mexes. That's going to hurt. Does Team 2 even know what's going on over there? They do know what's going on over there. So there's that. So 8 Team 3 mexes, 27 times 8. That's a lot of mass. He's at 400 now. Kaboom! Wipes out 8 and clips another one, so 9. He drops to 165, so more than half of his eco just gone. And there it is. Tempest is online for Team 2. He did not go for a facility. He went for the experimental, and that might help out. Lots of Torp bombers being built now by the Southern Air player to deal with all the Yasows. And they're going to try to rush in, and if they grab at least both of the facilities at the bare minimum, the only things Team 2 can deploy, at least for now, would be the Tempest, already in the yellow, and all the eco is being focused on more and more and more units. And ASF's inbound, cleaning up the skies once again. And there is, again, a Summit, a Neptune, lots of cruisers here. They're going after the Salems. They should be probably going after the facilities, honestly, to be able to wipe out more production and deal with that. Again, the Tempest, it might be enough. I don't know. It's going to be close. If a second Tempest gets online here shortly, that will probably be more than enough, which it looks like it will be. It's almost in the green. And we do see the facility is being targeted by those cruisers. The cruisers, of course, are looking out because the engineers are focusing on the unit being produced and not the facility itself. Transfer over to Moy, it looks like, from Team 2's Fission, so maybe he's just going to sit here for a little bit. He can't control K like other games if he wanted to leave, because all of the stuff that he built will go up in smoke, so that wouldn't really work. He'd have to, just sit there in the corner and not die, but his stuff might go up in flames anyways. On the side, facilities are being rebuilt. Monkey Lord went this way. And now all of the back facilities here for Team 1's front line is going to go down. That's not going to be helpful. T3 land is going to be lost. That's going to be annoying. Torp bombers en masse are inbound. Nuke, how is it looking? It's half loaded. Killed off 66,600. Not 600,000. Really, that'd be a lot of mass to kill with one nuke. So really, really, really good first nuke there. Neptunes are pushing in. Again, now they're going after the 2 Tempests. This one is heavily damaged. Now this facility is gone. This facility will soon be gone. And that'll be the end of naval production, at least for a little bit. Team 1 subs, just something trying to be produced by Team 2 to force this group back. We see those Tempests are being heavily damaged. Oh, it doesn't grab the Neptunes. The Neptunes should be the ones that are targeted first. There is a Harms, a couple of them being built now. They're going to be slowly eroding Team 1's closer units first. That Tempest, that Neptune is down. Summit's not looking too good. There's a third Tempest. That might be enough. I'm surprised Team 1 hasn't gone for their own Torp bombers. I'm kind of surprised by that. But look at this role reversal. Team 2 pushed all the way to almost where Team 1 is, and now it's the other way around. We have tons of engineers online getting reclaim. In terms of reclaim totals, Team 1 is leading. That's partially being driven by Alex as well as a couple of other players for Team 1. We do see Hoshimoshi's at the most at 28,000, just barely. We treat Navy, says Dry, as it's unfortunate they couldn't wipe out Navy. But if they did, that might have been the end of the game there, maybe. But there's 3 Tempests now. A 4th one is almost in the yellow now. 2 of them are heavily damaged. One of them is the perfect bill of health. Maybe just a scratch on the paint or something, but that's about it. This Summit might just take another couple more shots. It might not even go home. It might just sacrifice itself to delay Team 2 as much as possible. Another nuke is inbound, and it's going for the front line. I mean, it's nice. That Monkey Lord die? Where's that Monkey Lord? The Monkey Lord must have died. Oh, it's right here. Oh, yeah, it just eventually got killed off. But I just, I don't know. I guess that SMD isn't even loaded, so that's a little unfortunate. Here comes another nuke. Team 2 is going to get a secured kill there. Kaboom. Killed off a lot of PD, killed off frontline facilities. T3 land headquarters wasn't wiped out. That's a little unfortunate. Could have just moved that just a little bit to the left. And I think it would have been, actually, it probably would have needed to be like right about there. Unfortunate. But that's just how the way it goes. The bricks are allowed to go in, and that's probably what the main focus was. This is going to take a couple of minutes to get all the way over here. So realistically, yeah, it's going to help secure the middle a little bit, but I just don't know if that was more important than maybe trying to go after another base, because they could have wiped out just all of this right here and just wiped out another player's eco just immediately, and that would have crippled the front line anyways for Nathir. So it would have done similar things. I don't know. I just feel like there's a missed opportunity with that nuke. But they couldn't have known when that SMD was built. They didn't even know an SMD was there, so they just probably made the assumption Team 1 spammed up an SMD and called it a day. More mass fabs and whatnot for the eco player of Adam. SMD is done and loaded. Good to see that. 4th Tempest is done. 5th Tempest is coming online. Spam Team 1 Cyber facilities. And he's still alive. Probably not the best place to stand, honestly. It looks like he's getting some assistance for Ras, maybe, from Fission. I don't see what the upgrade is. Maver has been spotted by Hoshi. That is not a Maver, so I have no idea what he's talking about. But maybe he thinks it's a Maver, maybe? Yeah, maybe he thinks it's a Maver. Just maybe he's thinking it's there. There's nothing even there. We just see the hologram, so yeah, that's nothing's there. But he maybe just is thinking about it just in case. It might be possible because he is UEF. Adam is. He's the only one in the game, and he has prepped 4 P-Gen, so maybe. Still only 4 players in Navy. I kind of want to see all 6 players in Navy at this point. I mean, there's already 4. Might as well go for the septuple? Sextuple? Whatever the triple, the quad, the penta, whatever the 6th one would be. And those bricks have now rampaged the front line. Again, and this is great for allowing other units to run around and whatnot, but in terms of tactical advantage, it provides a little bit. There's mixes here and here, but there's tons of cruisers constantly running by, and they'll shoot those mexes, so unless they build TMD there, they're just going to get wiped out anyways. I love how there's just a couple of mixes here from Team 1's Adam now, just hanging out. And one Tempest is finally defeated. Another one's going to come and replace it. Looks like he's actually paused that construction. I don't know what he's focusing on now. Looks like he's probably having power outages, maybe? No, he is fine on power, so I don't know what he's waiting for. And this Tempest is almost down. Is that another Neptune that just crashed? Yep, looks like that's another Neptune possibly. Oh, Summits are moving into range of that 9,000 HP Tempest. Again, Torp Bombers don't exist for Team 1 for whatever reason. Don't know. Oh, okay, never mind. They do. But they're the T3 variety, so they're even the better ones. They cost more, but, you know, they do put out a lot of DPS. Nuke, how's it looking? It is fired once again. Look at that. That's a nice little catch there. Third Nuke is outbound from Team 2. I don't know where this one's going. I don't see the line across the map from it. It's going westward again, and is it just going to go after Alex again? That SMD is loaded, so depending on how north it goes... Oh, it actually might be fine. Oh, no, it's going slightly at an angle. It's not going completely, 180 degrees. And, again, there's really nothing here from Team 1. So these bricks and bouncers are going to be able to be very, very useful. And that, yep, nice clipping there from the SMD. Barely avoids it. And it will clip at least 4 of the 8. Kaboom! Wipes out another chunk of eco for Alex. There is a chicken now done. That should be enough. And I'm kind of surprised there's no land facilities here, but that's a little unfortunate. 180 out of 800 says and there is a teleportation from Fission. He's going after some... Oh, that's not going to be great for the mass fab farm. Ooh. Oh, there it goes. The entire thing up in flames. That's so much eco gone for Team 1's Adam. And that's going to hurt. He's going after the SMD. He sees it. He sees the change, and teleportation is going after the SMD. That's going to be a nice win for Team 1. Sorry, for Team 2. Oh, he changed his targets. Goes after K240. K240, got to get out of there. Oh, he's gone. The Southern Air player is gone, and he grabs the SMD. That is a nice grab from Team 2. Took out a ton of eco. Took out the comm, which means everything he built is gone. And he took out the SMD, which means if that nuke is loaded or soon to be loaded, that is going to be a huge kill for Team 2. So nice suicide play there from Fission. It's now a 5v5 game. And again, everything that Fission built is gone, but he didn't have much remaining anyway, so whatever did end up getting destroyed, it's already gone or already been changed over anyways. Another Tempest is down, so apologies for missing the Solace has come in, but 2 of the 4 Tempests are now down. Another one is newly minted. We have a ton of engineers around Moy for some reason. Can try to get some engineers too, says Nathair. And that Mavor is going to be stopped. Ooh, that is... Oh, look at all that. Just all that mass. That's, I think, 17, per T3 mass fab. 16. That's a lot of eco. Team 1 is now behind Team 2, 1.5 to 1.4. So not terribly behind, but they have lost an air player. So, again, Team 2 traded their naval player that was essentially out of the game for an air player. Actually, their only air player, to be fair. Some nice grab by Team 2. Let me know down in the comments who you think is going to currently win again at 33 minutes, 40 seconds. Team 1 and Team 2 have both lost a player. It's now a 5v5 tied up game. And now we have a Megalith moving in on the northern side as well. So thank you so much for watching to this point in the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you haven't, because why not, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And thank you so much for doing that. It really helps out the channel. And subscribing if, of course, you haven't done so already. And here we go. Megalith being shot at by a bunch of Yassaus. Now, this is the way to kill off a Megalith in the water. Just spam out some Yassaus and call it a day. It's going to pop its head up for maybe a couple of seconds and then just get annihilated by summit shots. And we do see Tempest still coming in. Another nuke is inbound. And is it going... It is going west. SMD being loaded at least as fast as possible. And it is loaded in time. So, unfortunately, Team 2 just didn't have the nuke loaded and was able to fire, and Team 1 was able to respond quite quickly. And that's why all of the mass went from Team 1. He knew that if he didn't get that SMD online, that'd be the end of almost not the entire southern side, but at least the Mavor at a bare minimum. ARAS being built, air grid still being expanded upon at least a little bit, and bomber has been started about 50% there. Yassa's continuing to push in. We see more and more harms being deployed. Very, very, very good defensive unit, or very good defensive structure, I should say. Torp bombers inbound from the north and in the south. There's still a decent amount of AA here, but again, there is a lot to chew through nonetheless. And the SLs, they're still chewing through some stuff, but I don't know. Well, I think they're just running up to a big wall. Here comes the Megalith. Another chicken is online. And now the northern side of the map here for Alex is not looking good. And Megalith, they might be going after the SMD. That would be the best target to go after at this point. Visca might, he might, no, keep walking the chicken. Make sure the chicken stays in range of that Megalith just to ensure its death. And he's like, oh yeah, I heard you. Okay, I'll do that. Because the bricks might be enough to overpower it, maybe. And the Ion Storm, you don't want it to die, of course. The chicken, that way the Ion Storm doesn't kill off your own stuff. Don't want that to happen. And air is inbound. Engineers are inbound as well from Zopnicki. I think that's maybe how you say his name. And how is the Mavor doing? It's about half done now, a little over half done. We have Pigeons and mass fabs being rebuilt. All of the mass fabs being reclaimed. He needs the Pigeons. And the engineers are just going to drop right in the middle down here. And it looks like they're just going to reclaim as much as possible. And TE2 PD being built immediately. Nice response there from Adam. And those engineers have not been given orders yet. Oh, that's a little unfortunate. Second set of engineers are inbound. Maybe wasn't expecting the engineers to maybe make it. Or maybe it's distracted doing other things. But Zopnicki, a little bit of a missed opportunity. But that's it. Eastern side. Explosion happens. Where to go? SACU? SACU. Okay. I was like, oh, I missed a kill. Oh, no. But no, it's just the fact that SACU blew up. We have a nice couple of Hathums online. So swapping out the UEF tech for the Seraphim tech. And again, he's more focused on engineer production and getting that artillery installation online. 60% in climbing for that. How's the Nuke doing? 107,000 mass killed. Building some bugs. So we have a bomber down here that's almost done. And a bug that's working on itself being done as well. Mass to Eco says K240. So K240 trying to offer some assistance from beyond the grave. We have mass fab farms on the western side being built up. Not a lot more pressure from Team 2's Visca. Looks like he's focused more on defensive operations here. I don't blame him because his harms are really helping out. And of course we have Asylums helping out there. Bubble Shield actually works under the water as well, which is, when you look at it from the side, is very weird because they don't sit in the middle of the, like the center of the sphere. It's actually kind of towards the northern half of it, which is really interesting. So they actually do provide some protection against torpedoes. Some, not a lot. Ooh, that Tempest almost made it underneath shield coverage, but that Tempest is now down. Hoshimoshi is down to one more Tempest. Looks like Moy is actually just giving everything over. Maybe he's kind of done with the game for now, or maybe he had to go a step away or something. Team 2, they have 2 Cybern players left. Team 1 only has Robo Danny. So telemasers are still possible for both teams. I'm surprised that Team 2 didn't try to like build some TAC missiles or something down here, but looks like they were focused on maybe Eco or something with some reclaiming efforts. Don't you want Sarah Shields for Mavor, says Nathir. I mean, he does, for sure. But the Mavor is almost done. So there'll be a first game ender that's appeared and then be fully constructed. This is definitely going to be a concern for Team 1, though. This is what Team 2 can see, though. They can see, I mean, pretty much everything that was there. Team 1, this is what they can see. They don't see anything that's being built back there. And we do see a couple of bugs. Ooh, there's a third. I didn't realize there were 2 bugs hiding up there. That's not great for Team 1. They have no idea what's going to happen in a couple of seconds. I think this northern side is just going to get eaten alive. Just get mosquitoed to death kind of thing. Just get poked and prodded. We have a TMD being built. That's a nice grab there, just in case there's attack missile snipe. Lovely thinking ahead there. We have PD being built. The Mavor is done. There it is in all of its glory. 38 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. We still have 20 minutes in the game, so we have a decent amount more time. Bomber is not going to go after the Tempest. It's not going to go after the Mavor. It's going to go after the units here in Navy. And yeah, it is kind of nice to get a little bit more of a buffer zone going on. But This is a big ticket item, and they should know about it now at this point. Oh, yeah, they definitely know about it at this point. So that is, I feel like a little bit unfortunate. It gives Team 1 more time to get AA and whatnot online. Another nuke is inbound. It's going for the Navy. There is a chicken being produced here, so that's not going to be great for Team 1. There's going to be a nice little surprise, but that's not really going to work out. Bomber taking some flak. Not too bad, though. There's not a lot of cruisers here anymore. Anyway, oh, that one just got one tapped. Oh, those cruisers not going to have a fun time. The chicken, no! And kaboom! Nice grab there. Nathir does see the fire beetles. Sorry, the beetle bugs, not the fire beetles. And that might be enough time to get AA online. Looks like PD is going to be built. Needs to be swapped out for AA. And we see AA being built everywhere. Just build it, build it, build it. But these ones probably will be killed off. Maybe they'll save Nathir's base, maybe. But there's 3 bugs inbound. And actually, they're just going to go straight after that chicken. 4th bug online as well. Is he just doing full bugs? Okay, I think he's done with bugs for now. Oh! Oh, I missed that. That's probably the Mavor shot, to be honest with you, going after the nuke. So Team 2 loses their nuke. And that might be air grid time, maybe. Yep, going after... Oh, that's the grab there. T3 mix and a couple of mass fabs. And AA, it's going to be a minute. Team 1 has a lot of hit points to chew through. Another bomber going to drop on top of the chicken that's down here. Heavily damaged, though. I don't think it's going to get much distance out of it. But, hey, lovely attempt. The base here for Team 1. Pretty much everything is going to go up and smoke. The SMD, I mean, it's still important, but Team 2 doesn't have a nuke, at least on the northern side that I noticed. So it's not super, super vital now. So there is that. Another bomber going to drop another payload over there. It's going to be... should be enough to kill off the chicken. Yep, there it goes. So there's that. The Mavor is still alive and kicking, and it's now going after the air grid. Looks like that's a chunk gone. We have bugs eliminating all of the everything. Robodanny's still just getting his teeth kicked in. I feel bad because he's been the target of a lot of just aggression from Team 2. And all of his mexes are gone. And... I mean, you could wipe out some naval facilities. That would definitely slow a lot of the pressure from Navy very, very quickly. I don't know why they're not going for it. Yeah, they're wiping out all the mexes. Yeah, they're wiping out all that stuff. But, you know, there's 2 facilities here. There's 2 more down here. Just surprised by it is all. Those bugs just ripping everything apart. Look at this. It's definitely a different game for sure. The Kill May versus Fission. Yeah, they could go for it. And there's some AA, but they could try to just... I mean, they probably will lose all of the bugs in the process. But, again, every second, every 30 seconds, every minute that goes by, Team 1 gets more AA. Look at this. There's more and more and more and more and more. And that could have been an attempt to go after the Mavor, but all the bombers over here. It's going to drop a payload on some AA, which is fine. It's not a lot, but I don't know if it's worth it. Now, if the bugs came in now, that might be enough to kill off the shields and maybe kill off the Mavor. It's doing a lot of damage to Team 2's infrastructure. Decent chunk of the air grid is gone. This chunk of the air grid is gone. The nuke is gone. And the bomber, goes after just a couple of random facilities. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's heavily damaged. It'll get 1 pass. That's it. That's the only thing it'll get. And I don't think that'll even be enough. It's going to go after Adam. It's going to hit the shielding a little bit. But, ooh, crash damage. It'll kill off some PD, but that's about it. And a shield emplacement. And that's when those bugs should have came in. They came in, I think, a little bit too late. There's so much more AA in between them. And flak, just T3, anything to really throw at this thing. And, yeah, they're just wiping out all of the AA. Yeah, kill the May versus Zoppy. And, yeah, I think they're wasting too much time going after all the AA. Because unless they have some more stuff coming in, I mean, the northern side is pretty much gone at this point. There's not much left. There's pretty much no mexes. There's no anything. It is unfortunate. Missed opportunity, I think, from Team 2. From Hoshimoshi. Bricks will walk over water to south, says Nathir. Yeah, that's true, but there's not a lot of them. There's some, but there's not a lot. Except there was, but okay, says Zoppy. Literally a T3 shield. I mean, there was... Oh, no, the SACU blows up. Oh, there goes... Oh, excuse me. Here's... Hoshimoshi's defeated... sorry, Robodan's be defeated by Hoshimoshi. Missed that, apologies. But, I mean, he didn't have much remaining at T2 Naval Headquarters, but that's about it. Explosion in the east. I thought it was an SACU that blew up. Oh, yeah. And Zoppy's probably definitely annoyed about that. But look at this. Look how much AA's been deployed at this point. 92 emplacements, and then we have all of the ones produced by Dry Friend. Again, I think I'm saying that name right. There's 2 bugs still running around, but again, still missed opportunity. That'll be the end of Hoshimoshi stuff for now. And that Mavor, it's going to chew through it all. Yeah, but the facilities are gone. T3 air headquarters is gone. The naval battle's still raging, and it's definitely better for Team 2 now. It's just kind of just a bottleneck of nonsense. There are a lot of battleships here. The harms, I don't think they're in range. Are they in range? I don't think they are. I think maybe 1 or 2 of them. Oh, actually, none of them are in range. So honestly, I think it's more going after the... Oh, look at those Yassos just being eaten. Look at that. Just nom, 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 killing off those Yassos. Not great. Please attack the Mavor, says Team 2's Zoppy. It looks like Nathir is going to be hit maybe by some brick torpedoes, but there's been a lot of Team 1 torp launches built, so that'll be the end of that aggression. The entire northern side for Team 1 is gone. The facilities are gone, the naval ones at least the main facilities. That's rough. Alex went for eco, and he's still at 310, but not doing as good as he once was. Team 1 and Team 2 have dropped 1.2 to 1.3 now. Now we have a chicken down here in the south, 45 minutes on the clock with a Mavor online. Unless Team 2 has a big ticket item hidden somewhere, I don't know if this will be enough. The Tempests are going to be able to get a little bit more breathing room now, but again, it's a long way from there to there. So I don't know if that's all worth it. Satellite is online. Second one? Nope, still just one. And yeah, again, PD have been built. Ravagers have been just spammed up. Oh yeah, that's just the end of a couple of E-storages. But again, Brick's not going to get anywhere near that Mavor. And the comm was here. The comm didn't have... Well, it has some weapon systems on board, like it's standard. But yeah, a couple of bricks, it should be fine. More than that, it probably would be defeated. That's probably the main target for Team 2, is maybe Adam's comm. At a bare minimum, that would wipe out the Mavor and wipe out everything else down in the south for the most part. But satellites over top going to give Team 1 some more vision. This is what Team 1 can see. And this is what Team 2 can see. No anti-nuke. Well, there is an anti-nuke there. They might be able to slip one in southward, maybe. You'd have to... Actually, no, you'd have to launch the nuke from here. So there's no way that's going to be built there without Team 1 noticing. We have bugs wiping out facilities. T3 air, land, T3 naval, if I can go through all of them at this point. Gonna get wiped out. Or almost get wiped out. Land facilities are being eviscerated by chickens from Team 1's Alex. He's like, well, if I can't be an air player, if I'm not going to be an air player and I've lost some ability to be a land player, or sorry, naval player, I might as well just be a land player. And Nathir should be fine. He has T2 engineering suite. He's producing some torp launchers, so nothing too crazy there. And there goes the T3 air headquarters. So Team 2 loses Navy in the south. What kind of jokester has 4 Soul Rippers? I mean, it did wipe out the northern side, but I think to his credit, it should have really been focused on this. It really should have. Hoshimoshi's base is essentially gone. We have chicken being shot at. Ooh, there's some mass... Oh, well, we had some mass fabs. Apologies. Cast a curse there. It was going to happen anyways, but still. This is very serious and well thought out play, or game. And chicken is down. Team 2 pretty much just has Navy at this point. They have some naval facilities. Some stuff up here. They have a megalith up here. For now. There goes another T3 mix. Team 2's eco drops below 1,000. 47 minutes on the clock, 47 seconds. Team 1, not 11K, 1K versus Team 2's 870. We have some TAC missiles. Oh, it's just TMD. Don't know what they were trying to build up there, but it wasn't going to work with all the cruisers in the bay. So that wasn't going to work. Anything big and surprising? Nope. Just more air facilities. I mean, he has to do it. He needs some sort of air. Either ASFs or bombers or something. Team 2 doesn't have any, so you might as well take the advantage while you can get it. We have the remaining 5 commanders for Team 2 very tightly knit close to one another. So a nuke that came in from Team 1 would probably not be great. Speaking of nuke, no SMD anywhere. So Team 1 could be producing a nuke, or they should be. take that advantage and just nuke something out of existence. We have bricks on the northern side, and that's great. Again, it continues to keep Team 1 from not being able to move on to land again, but again, they're at this point, they don't really need it. They have the southern side, and it's fine. I think we had some sharing of some mexes here from Adam to Alex, so lovely use there. We still see Nathir as well. He's going for nano. He's probably going to pop up and help out. We're dealing with those those bricks. He's going for advanced nano as well to help out. And we have bugs finally killing off those mexes from Adam that's been there for ages. Just hanging out. And now the base for Visca is not looking too hot. Oh, there's some SACUs. That would not be good to lose. Oof. That's, I was going to say 10 mass a second. 11 mass a second times 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So call it almost 100 mass right there. That would suck to lose. Team 1 now dropping below 1,000 mass, just barely. Mass being donated over to a couple of players on Team 1 from Nathir. Bugs are going right down the middle here. There's so much AA that's been spread out, though, by Team 1. We have, I got 110 now. I mean, Nathir's getting into the AA game. There's a couple down there. We have Dry, who's at a decent chunk over there. Again, they're mainly focused around the northern side of the south, plus, of course, the Mavor. Those bugs aren't going anywhere, but ASFs are inbound, and there's one bug, and there's going to be 2 bugs, and there's going to be 3 bugs. So all those bugs are gone. Again, there's no T3 air headquarters online for Team 2, so no ASFs. There is an SMD finally, so that's good to see. And Splash. Ooh, okay. So he's going for Splash. Okay, that's interesting. We'll see what he ends up doing with it. He has Advanced Nano, Splash, and Gun online. All right, I got a call. Somebody called me or something. I had to end that. I was like, where's my phone? Anyway, apologies for the distraction for 2 seconds. What? The missile launchers are inbound. Okay, maybe they'll hit the Tempest. This will be Team 2's, I think, last attempt. If they don't get anywhere near that Mavor, that's going to be it. Now, the Mavor is essentially kind of, used up its usefulness. Oh, it killed off a couple of SACUs. That's not helpful. But oh, it's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's that useful at this point. There are some ASFs online for Team 2. I guess those are just leftovers from ages ago from Zopnicki. Maybe. And it's going to be, again, a lot of stuff to chew through. Team 1 doesn't have a lot of units online, to be fair, but now there's 4 Tempests. Yeah, this will be Team 2's essentially last push. Donut online as well. Love that it's a donut. I feel like I had something to do with making it a donut, but I don't know. I think everybody calls it a donut, so, just one of those things. Ooh, TMD on board. It'll help out a little bit. It'll pierce some of the shielding. Doesn't wipe out the Tempest. It's almost dead, though. Another volley inbound is going northward. The cruiser's really helping protect those Tempests, though, with all their TMD on board. But some missiles do make it through. They're almost down. Another set of volleys inbound. There's Torp bombers inbound now. They're targeting the cruisers. That'll open the door for the missiles. But I do think it's not really going to work at this point. Nuke says Robo. No, I don't see anything yet. Looks like just trying to re-expand Mex's satellite, keeping stuff dead over there in the south for Adam. And Air Scouts over the top just to get a maybe read out what Team 1's up to. This is what Team 2 can see. They still see the Mavor. They don't see much of anything else what's actually there. Team 1, this is what Team 2... This is what Team 1 can see of Team 2, and they pretty much have the southern side full vision. Mexes are being re-expanded upon. Both teams struggling to stay above 1,000 mass per second. But again, at this point, I don't know if Team 2 has enough in the tank. About 420, says Nathir. How much mass in T3 SAMs? A lot. It was a lot. No, the opportunity just was missed, unfortunately, and that might have just sealed Team 2's fate. And again, the Mavor, at that point, done a decent damage to Hoshimoshi and did maybe some damage to the air group, but it wasn't as expansive as it is now. Of course, it's had so much time to be online. It's killed off 500,000 mass just by itself. And we have some, those not Vespers, those are Barracudas inbound. And there goes that. Tempest. There's not much remaining now for Team 2. Another facility is offline. Again, that's the thing. They're just trying to chew through everything that Team 1 has. That Summit's having a trouble time getting around. I have a trouble time trying to talk. Team 1 is going to be able to re-expand in the north, it looks like. And it's just, you can see just the steam is just slowly just disappearing for Team 2. It's starting to run out. 4 of the 5 commanders really close to one another, producing a Galactic Colossus. And that's going to take forever to walk to the other side of the map. And we do have bricks invading on the southern side, though, so that's a change of pace. At least slightly. We do see some broadswords being produced, some PD also going to be helpful because that's what was built earlier. And they will do some damage. There's a couple of mass FAF farms and stuff like that, but they're not going to get anywhere near anything. So it's going to be a lovely attempt. Gunships being produced. Team 1 bombers might be produced as well. Air forces also being produced by Joffrin. The naval player now being an air player. PD says fission. And looks like more mass storage is going down. That's not too crazy, though. A couple of mass storages isn't the end of the world. More bricks are inbound, but that's, again, like I said, not really going to matter. Yasa's pushing in. All of the Tempests are down. 55 minutes on the clock and climbing, and yeah, there's just not much left. I think it just might be a Control K fest here shortly, or just a Resign fest, maybe. It is still a 4v5, technically in favor for Team 2, but again, when I say technically, I mean, yeah, they're up 1 comm, but you can just take a look of the chunky nonsense that is down there versus the very very thinned out base over here on the eastern side. There's not enough to be able to fight back. Another mech is going to go down. Again, the GC is going to take a long time to get over there. I think 4 minutes is going to be how long it takes to get there in terms of replay. So that's already, I don't think that's going to be enough time. That's going to be too much time, I should say. Mavor is now just sniping 1 mechs at a time. Pausing from Adam. We had to go run and do something. We have now an Awasop bomber being produced by Team 1 because why not? Torp bombers are inbound, and I wonder where they're going. I think I'm probably going to target the comms at this point. 56 minutes on the clock. And oh, there goes that last set of mixes there for Team 2. And the bombers do not go after what I thought they would. They're going after the facilities. Wild that we could have traded 3 T4 gunships for a Mavor, says Zoppy. Yeah, that is a little unfortunate. I mean, and that would have helped a decent amount. I mean, the bugs were eventually killed off anyways. It would have given them a little bit more time to get shields and stuff online. Maybe Team 1 would have just built another one really quickly. Who knows? Maybe they would have gone for a nuke. But I don't know. I think Team 2 got so bogged down here that it just wasn't coordinated enough. I mean, they had a bomber that went in all by its lonesome. It could have waited, or the bomber could have gone in, and then the bugs could have gone in. Missed opportunities all around. 58 minutes now in climbing. Still not going after the SACUs or even just the comm. There's a Megalith being produced down there. Another SACU. Looks like Hoshimoshi Control K'd. And now it's a 4v4. Chickens inbound. GG's in the chat. And yeah, I think it's going to be it. To get more mass killed instead of killing a game ender, says Zoppy. And bomber inbound. Looks like they're still not targeting the comms yet. Gunships inbound. T3 Naval Headquarters. It's going to try to produce an aircraft carrier. Don't know if that's really going to work. And SAC is going to go up. That might be a cascade waiting to happen. That's for sure. Ooh. I mean, they're holding out to the last man, so I'll give them credit there. We see Gunship's going to go after Zoppy. He's like, hey, come see me. Oh. Not dead. Almost dead. Not dead. And I thought I saw an explosion somewhere. No. Or I thought I heard an explosion, I should say. And, oh, right on top of Visca's AA. And there he goes. Zoppy. He's killed off by Dry Friend. I think he was still a lot bombers. There goes by Adam, Demoy, and then we have Visca and Attack. And we have a desync at the very end, but again, there goes Attack. And Visca, the last remaining player for Team 2. He might teleport out of there. He might just take his lumps or something. Who knows? Maver is shooting shots down there. Or up there, I should say. And Visca's moving now. It's not going to matter because it's going to... Yeah, it's not going to matter. There he goes. Oh, he actually does teleport out of there. Look at that. So Team 2's last remaining player gets out of there before he's killed off. Team 1 wins the game 1 hour and 10 seconds, so it is considered an epic. Forgot to mention that at the beginning of the replay, but thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. MVPs for me, it was definitely a different sentence. I keep saying sentence. A different dual gap. We had an air player become an eco player for whatever reason, and then we had 4 players with facilities in Navy, and then... We had bugs running around. Could have gone after a Mavor, but, you know. And then we had the eco player from Team 2 send out a bunch of T2, either bombers or gunships or whatever, and did a very good job of pushing back Team 1 in some departments. But I think, like I said, if they don't keep the pressure up, Team 1's just going to fire right back, and they did. And then it was a back and forth a little bit for Navy. But, again, like I said, Team 2 was bogged down in Navy for so much. That was like their only focus, and when there was an attempt to go out, it just wasn't super coordinated, and it just didn't really work. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Again, MVPs, I mean, the Mavor was very, very central to Team 1. They killed off a ton of infrastructure, and I think even though it was definitely unconventional, Alex going for an eco and then Navy really helped Team 1 really just keep Team 2 bogged down. So I'd say between Alex and Adam are probably the 2 players I'd vote for MVP. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will see all of you in the next one.